to start with my block underneath my butt and just come into a nice comfortable seated position, upright and as high as you can. And allowing our hands just to open, falling where they might on the thighs. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs down into the abdomen, and exhaling through the mouth. Taking 2 more deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you haven't already, you may wish to close your eyes. And feeling the muscles of our face just soften. Doing a quick body scan from head to toe, noting the mood of the body. If you feel light or heavy, tense or relaxed. Just following all the way through the body, noting every muscle along the way, not missing a single part of the body. Going all the way through the neck, down into the shoulders and arms. And the lungs, into the abdomen. All the way through the trunk, into our legs and glutes. Down through the knees. Shins, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. Placing our attention now on the breath, where it comes into the body, and each exhale. Taking a moment here to set an intention for today's practice. Coming back to the sounds of the space around you. Blinking our eyes open, we're going to remove any bolster or block from underneath us. And we're going to switch the position of our legs. So if you were left over right now, we'll be right over left. And we're flat on the floor here. We're going to start off with some butterfly arms. But this time we're going to wrap our hands all the way around the knees. So normally we just come up on the knees. We're going to wrap all the way around so that the arms are quite straight. And on the inhale, we're going to squeeze back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting the head. On the exhale, we're rounding out, drawing the head down, chin to chest. Inhale, arching and squeezing, using the leverage of our knees. Exhale, round out. And we'll repeat this, going to the rhythm of our own breath. Sinking a little deeper each time. Two more. that. Roll out those shoulders. We're going to press away with our left hand against our right knee. We're going to inhale, reaching all the way up and back around. Nice gentle rotation here, looking back over the right shoulder. Deep breaths, filling the lungs, helping a nice massage of the spine. Nice tall upper body. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, bring that arm all the way back around and placing it onto the left knee. Left arm comes up and around. Up on the fingertips behind the back. And looking over that left shoulder, nice deep breaths in. Out through the nose. Helping to expand the lungs and all the muscles that surround the back spine. Two more breaths. Good. Bringing that left arm all the way back around in front. And we're pressing on both knees this time. And we're sinking as we press against one knee. We're sinking the shoulder towards the other. Inhale, come back to seated. Exhale, lowering the shoulder towards the opposite knee. Gentle rotation of the spine. You might feel this in your lower back. Be gentle. Slowly warming up. Switching side to side. Again, use your knee as leverage to press away. Depending on how hard you press, you may even feel it in your knee. Exhale, press into it. Inhale, back up to seated. 2 more on each side. Last one here on each side. Back to central, neutral. This time with our right hand to the side, up on the fingertips. We're going to raise up the left hand, swooping it around and arching slightly into it. Swooping all the way forward, planting our left hands, bringing the right hand up. Opening up the back a little bit, slowly, slowly swooping forward, circling around. Planting the right hand, drawing the left arm up and over the ear. Repeat this circular motion, coming forward. Inhale, drawing that arm up. Exhale, circle around. Planting the hand, drawing the opposite arm up. Find your flow, the rhythm of your breath. Slowly arching that back a little bit deeper each time. Drawing the shoulder blade back and up. One more on each side. And bringing those hands all the way forward, this time hinging. Trying to keep your sit bones on the mat, but hinging forward, reaching forward, drawing those forearms down to the mat. If you need your block to put your head on, that is quite all right. Try not to sink into it too quickly. And the arms under the shoulders, pressing up gently. Removing our blocks, and this time we're just bringing our knees underneath our pelvis, the hips. We're coming into tabletop. Nice gentle transition here. Feet are flat behind us, hands are splayed out underneath the shoulders. Get yourself into a nice comfortable position, and we're doing 5 cat-cows. Inhale, drawing those hands towards your knees. Exhale, rounding out, looking back towards your feet. Drawing the navel up to the sky. Inhale. Use as much power as you like, depending on your practice today and how you're feeling. Nice stretch of the abdomen. And rounding out that back, lowering the head. One. Inhaling back to neutral, we're going to walk those knees out into an extended table, bringing the hands out as well, all the way to the end of the mat, and we're sinking into puppy pose, drawing those arms all the way down to the mat, and trying to get the chin on the mat if possible. If not, then use a block or your forehead, whatever is comfortable for you. When your hands are splayed out, nice and wide. We're going to lift all of the fingers except for the pinky. Try to lift every other finger and thumb off the mat, keeping our pinky grounded. You might start to feel this in the triceps through the elbow. Now raising the whole hand off the mat. Of course, this is optional. If it's too intense, put the hands back on the mat. You may start feeling a tingling with the pressure into the elbow. Good. From here, taking our left hand and threading the needle all the way through and under. Gentle rotation. You may feel a pulling in the upper shoulder. Again, be gentle on yourself. Three more breaths. Let's try and endure it. And bring that right arm back under the shoulder, pressing up, rolling out. Shake that arm. Maybe feeling a little bit of extra strain on that right shoulder. This time, Pressing out the left arm and threading the needle with the right, looking towards that left arm underneath. And this time we're working on the left shoulder, gentle rotation of the spine. Knees are still underneath the hips. Three more breaths. Good. Drawing that left arm back under the shoulder so that you can press yourselves up. Round out here to your cow pose, breathing air into the abdomen and the upper back. Walking those hands out one more time into puppy pose. Chin is on the mat as possible. This time, flexing the feet, lifting the feet off the ground, bringing them into the glutes. Feet are flexed, toes are pointing towards the mat. Lowering the feet down. We're going to bring that right arm to our side, so it's about parallel to the shoulder. The left arm is still extended, and we're taking that right foot and extending it beyond the left foot. It's kind of like a broken puppy. Lowering down as possible. Good. Press up with that right arm. The left leg is coming all the way back around and through. We're stepping into it. We're almost in a ninja chaturanga here. Slowly lowering slightly down so that you feel it along the IT band that runs from the lower back into the knee. Press out of that, come back into your table. Doing the opposite arm now. So right arm comes out, the left arm stays where it is, and we're extending that left foot with a flexed foot beyond the right leg and lowering yourself down nice and gently. Inhale, coming back up. That left leg is coming forward and scooching underneath. You're into your half plank. And slowly lowering down just to lower. You may feel it shooting all the way past the knee, even depending on how tight you are. Ease your way into it. Nice and strong upper body here. One more breath. And press out nice and gently, sinking back into child's pose. So reaching those hands forward to start, hinging at the hips, sinking back towards the butt, onto the heels of the feet, lowering the forehead as possible, using your block if necessary, and the big toes are touching. From here, we're taking our hands and interlacing them beyond the back, rolling those shoulders forward, and trying to stack the hands on top of the back. Two more breaths. Lowering those arms, bringing them back under the shoulders, gently pressing up. And we're coming into a Sphinx pose here. So coming all the way to the edge of the mat. Let's lift up into plank to start. Nice and gentle. Coming into Chaturanga. And with those hands still underneath the shoulders, we're pressing up. We'll start in a cobra here. Nice gentle back bend. Feet are flat beyond. Strong arms, elbows are into your abdomen. Your glutes are engaged. Protect the lower back. Good. Lowering down here. Bringing the elbows this time underneath the shoulders. We're in Sphinx, so those hands again are splayed out at the edge of the mat. Your feet are nice and flat beyond us. And we're going to draw air into the abdomen, lifting the chest, looking up. And we're going to draw the heels in towards the glutes, flexing the feet. Inhale, lifting the chest. Two more breaths. And relax out of that, coming all the way down. Chin is on the mat. Just enjoy being in a prone position. Inhale, drawing those elbows one more time underneath the shoulders. We're actively pressing into the mat. Exhale, drawing those elbows towards the front of the room. Inhale, coming down onto the elbows. Exhale, pressing those arms straight, engaging the glutes. Repeat this. Inhale, lowering slowly, relaxing the glutes. Exhale, pressing up into it. Rolling those elbows so that the triceps come underneath the body. Pressing up, 5 more. Good control, coming down. Two more. Pressing those elbows forward. Last one here. Lowering yourselves all the way down to the mat, bringing the arms along the sides of the body. One more breath. And we're going to peel our chest off the mat, lifting the arms, rolling those shoulder blades back, being a nice squeeze of the upper back. And now bringing those legs off the ground, engaging the glutes, gazing forward. One more breath. And on the next exhale, lower down nice and gently. Catching our breath in between. On the next exhale, we're peeling the chest off the mat again, reaching back. This time we're drawing the feet in towards the glutes. Glutes are engaged. And now we're reaching back to grab onto each one of those feet. Pressing the feet into the hand, and we're lifting into bow. Rolling those shoulders back, chest is off the mat, gazing forward. Your feet are pressing into your hands to get an extra stretch. 2 more breaths. And gently lower down on the next exhale. Enjoy prone pose reset. Letting the shoulders just fall away from the ears, rolling the wrists. Drawing our hands again under our shoulders. We're going to press up, curling the toes underneath the shins, pressing up into plank pose. And we're doing one vinyasa here into down dog. So press up into plank, drawing the navel up, the torso is parallel to the floor. Going to swoop down, chaturanga into upward facing dog. Peeling those quadriceps off the mat. Curling toes back around and pressing back into down dog. And as our first down dog, let's just take a moment here to shift our weight, pedal into it, shifting left to right, really exaggerating the shifting of weight, pressing through one heel, bending the opposite knee, pressing away. Nice long neck, the head is loose. From here on the inhale, we're lifting our right foot, bending at the knee and rotating that pelvis that's facing the wall. All the weight is going through that left leg. Rotate the pelvis back square to the floor, lower that right leg. Shift, break it up. Trying to press both heels into the mat now. And on the next inhale, we're lifting the left foot up. Bending at the knee, rotating the pelvis so it's facing the wall. Drawing all your energy up through the earth with that right arm. Stacking the knee above the pelvis and driving the right heel into the mat. One more breath. And pivot back around into your down dog and lowering this time into a child's pose with the knees at the edge of the mat. The big toes are together. Sinking back into the heels. Reaching those arms to the end of the mat. And drawing your forehead this time down to the mat. Nice deep breaths. And drawing ourselves up one more time into down dog here. And once again, we're going to draw that right leg up, bend at the knee, open the pelvis, stacking that right knee on top of the hips. Pivot back to center and step through. So lifting up on the left toe, gazing forward. And we're stepping all the way into a lunge, lowering down. The leg now is at 45 degrees. So flattening the left foot, the right foot is at 45 degrees. We're going to press that right knee away. Working a little bit the outside of the leg here, as well as the hip flexor of the left leg. Move around until you feel it. So we're going to move the left hand over to the side. You need your block, use it. I'm going to start with my block. We're going to inhale, sweeping that right arm up and over the head. You're sinking a little deeper into that hip flexor. Nice gentle back bend here. And sweeping all the way back around, lowering onto your forearms into a lizard pose here. Again, if you need your block, place it underneath your forearms. And you can move around, shifting left to right. You may feel that that helps you break into it. It does me. Pressing yourself back up. Left hand again is on the side. Inhaling with the right arm up. Sinking a little deeper into that hip flexor. Maybe this time your left hand is on the floor. And swooping all the way back around, lowering down into lizard pose. Pressing up again. That left hand is over to the side. Inhale, swooping up and around. And this time coming all the way back, grabbing onto that left foot, drawing it into the glutes. Looking over the right shoulder, nice tall upper body. Breathe through it. Slowly drawing that heel into the butt. Good. Release that left foot. Inhale back around and pressing both hands in between, stepping up. We're pressing the right foot back into down dog here. Nice. And here, shift the weight left and right, pedaling or just shifting. Keeping those ankles warm. On our next inhale, we're drawing the left foot up, bending in the knee, opening up the pelvis so it's facing the wall. Come back to center, come up on the right toes, looking forward, and drawing that leg all the way through into our low lunge. Walking the foot over to a 45-degree angle. The right foot comes flat on the mat. With the left hand here, we're pressing the knee away. Nice, strong right arm. Move around if you need. Bringing that right hand to the side of the body, or up on your block if needed. Then we're here not to create stress. Inhale, drawing that left arm all the way up and over the ear. Slight back bend here, sinking into that hip flexor on the right leg. And swooping all the way back down into lizard here on our forearms. As possible, use a block or a bolster to bring yourself up if you need. And again, you can shift around. May help you break into it. Yourselves up. That right hand is over on the side, maybe this time on the ground. Inhale, swooping around. Sinking a little bit deeper into the hip flexor. And swooping back forward onto your forearms into lizard pose. Nice and gentle. Good. Last time here, pressing up. Inhaling. Nice. Gentle back bend, opening up the chest, lifting the chest and the heart towards the sky. Feeling the sink into that right leg, melting into the mat. And rolling out of that, we'll do one vinyasa here, coming into plank. Nice and gentle, drawing that navel up, torso is parallel to the floor. Coming into chaturanga, cobra or upward facing dog. And making our way back into down dog, nice and gentle. You are welcome to come into child's pose at any time you may need to recover. Next inhale, we're drawing that right leg up. Come up on the left toes, gaze forward, and come on through into your lunge. Nice and high here. Inhale, bringing those arms up over the body. here. Our side bend is going to be away from the knee. So we're literally taking our left hand down to the ground or our block, and we're sinking over. Again, you might feel this in the left hip flexor. Be gentle, prop yourself up as needed. On the inhale, lifting the heart, exhale, sinking down. Coming back to center here, we're placing our hand on the ground. We're in a side bend still, but that back foot is going to come out parallel. Pressing the hips up away from the ground. Good. From here, we're planting that left foot and we're bringing the right foot all the way around into our flip dog. Planting the left foot, squeezing the glutes so that the pelvis is facing the sky. Roll back around nice and gentle. And again, we're in our broken plank. And you might feel this all the way down the side of the back, through the lower back. Come all the way down. Lowering our forearms here. The right leg goes out back. Left leg is what we're laying on, and it's perpendicular. Be gentle. For an extra intense stretch of that left leg, flex the foot. Great. Bringing those hands underneath. We're rolling ourselves back into our down dog straight away. And enjoy this reset. Inhale, we're drawing the left foot up this time. Lifting up on the right toes, gazing forward and stepping through into our lunge. Nice and high to start. Drawing those arms up off the mat, stacking them over top. Nice and tall. Two more breaths. And lowering down. We're into our side bend here. So our right foot is flat on the mat. You're sinking into it, and with your right hand this time down on the block or the floor, and we're sinking over to the right. Nice deep breaths to open the side body. Arm is extended over the ear. Hopefully you're sinking a little deeper as that hip flexor relaxes. All right, pressing up. This time with the right arm pressing into the floor. The right leg is coming perpendicular. Two more breaths. Planting that right foot, rolling over. Left leg comes up and around into our flip dog. Arching into it. Looking down to that right hand or up. Depending on your stability and balance today. Glutes are engaged as we press the pelvis up towards the sky. And we're lowering down, rotating, bringing those arms in front. That right leg stays parallel. And the left leg goes perpendicular. You're on your forearms here. And again, for an extra depth to this stretch, flex the right foot. Lower down gently, quite intense here on that IT band. You may even feel it in the calf muscle, depending on where you hold all of your tension and where you might be tight today. Pressing up, roll out of that, drawing both knees underneath the hips. We'll do a vinyasa in between here. We'll do one more lunge so that we can work into some hamstring stretches. Lowering down to chaturanga, upward facing or cobra. And up into down dog, nice and gentle transition. Nice, long, heavy head, long neck. Pressing back through the heels. And on the next inhale, we're drawing the right leg up. Left foot, we come up on the toes, looking forward, stepping through into our lunge. This time sinking the back leg down, flattening the foot, and pressing through that right leg, extending through the heel. And the right toes come up as we sink all the way back onto our heel of the left foot. Hinging forward, we're drawing the chest forward. Try not to round out the back this time. Keeping that foot flexed, toes are pointed to the sky. One more breath. And pressing up with the hands. Hands are coming back up into a plank position. Down dog straight away. On the next inhale, the left leg this time comes up. Up on the right toes, easing forward and stepping through into your left lunge. Lowering the right leg, the foot, and again, pressing back. We're in our half split here. Bringing the left toes facing the ceiling, flexing that foot, sinking back onto the right heel. Hinging, drawing the shoulders and the chest forward. Sinking without rounding the spine here. Long upper body. Hopefully starting to feel yourselves sink into it a little more as the hamstring loosens. Nice. Drawing the arms back just for stability, pressing up. Come into a plank pose here. Vinyasa, lowering down to chaturanga, upward facing or cobra, engaging those glutes. And press up into down dog. We're going to float, step, or jump our feet to the front of the mat, into our hands, into Uttasana here. If you need your blocks, bring them to the sides of the mat. And we're just hanging upside down here for a few moments, a few breaths. Nice long nap. Bending the knees, tucking them into the chest, drawing the chin to chest. Swooping those hands along the mat, inhaling, coming into chair. Inhale, swooping all the way up, come to standing. Hands to heart. We'll do sun salutation A here. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Forward fold. Micro bend in the knee. Inhale, swooping all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more here. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Forward fold. Swooping around, inhale, hands to heart. We're coming into a warrior one here. Left foot forward, right foot is perpendicular at about 45-degree angle. Inhaling, come all the way up. The hips are forward facing. You're drawing the hip flexor of the right leg in towards the left thigh. Come into a power lunge here, drawing the arms towards the side of the body. Body is 45-degree angle. Gazing forward. Power generating in that left thigh. And interlacing those hands behind the back. We're going to sink the left shoulder towards the inside of the left leg. You can walk that left leg out 45-degree angle. And slowly lower yourselves towards the mat, sinking into that lunge. Drawing yourselves back up. Reverse warrior here. Left arm comes up and over. Right arm reaches back down the leg. Focus on your breath. Back to center. Warrior two. Find your position. Then gaze over those left fingers outstretched in front of you. You should be able to see the toes beyond your left knee. And side angle pose here, so bringing that left forearm down to the knee. The right arm comes up over the ear. Nice side bend. And triangle pose here, so right arm extends over the body. Straighten that left leg. And the left hand just rests against the shin. Really be in that side body. Two more breaths. Good. Lowering that right arm. We're coming into pyramid pose here. So we're tightening up the stance. Half warrior. Nice straight legs. And we'll just lower down, drawing the head towards the knee. Using blocks along the side to prop up our hands if needed to not sink into it too deeply. Your pelvis is forward facing, square along the mat. Now pressing all of the weight into those fingers and the left foot. We're drawing the right leg off the mat into a half standing split. And again, drawing the forehead towards the knee. Two more breaths. Bend that left knee, bringing the right knee in to meet it. Forward fold here. Inhale, swoop those arms all the way up and around. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, all the way up, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Forward fold, swooping up, bending the knees, hands to heart. Stepping back this time with the left foot into warrior one. Again, the hips are forward facing, lifting and reaching those arms up over the body. Power lunge here, arms come swinging along the sides of the body. Body is about 45-degree angle. Feel that right quadricep light up. And now interlacing those hands above the back. You can walk the right foot out, and we're lowering the right shoulder into a deeper lunge. Stacking the arms over the back, sinking into the lunge, feeling that right outer leg stretch out as you sink deeper. Nice long neck here, drawing the head towards the mat. And pressing all the way up into warrior two. Bring the hands parallel to the floor, looking over the right arm that's outstretched beyond. And making sure you can see your toes just beyond the knees. Lowering those shoulders so they're not up around our ears. Side angle pose here. Right arm comes down onto the thigh. Left arm is up over ear. Nice side body stretch at the left. Coming back into a reverse warrior here. Reaching the left Hand back along the leg. Right arm this time is above the ear. And back into your side angle. This time we're coming into triangle pose. So the left arm is outstretched above the body. Right leg is straight. And the right hand comes along the shin of the right foot. Great. Lowering the left arm down to the mat, and we're tightening up into a shortened warrior. And we're in pyramid pose here. Hands are behind our back, interlacing one more time. Drawing our chest over that right leg. Lower the head. Forehead comes towards the knee. Nice intense stretch here of the hamstring on that right leg. If you need extra stability, just lower those arms along the side of the foot. Breathe into it. Bending that right knee, bring the left leg in to meet it. Inhale, swooping all the way up and around. Exhale, hands to heart. One sun salutation in between. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Flat back. Forward fold. Micro bend in the knee. Inhale, swoop all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And we're going to come into Vrksasana here, tree pose. Tucking one foot in, pressing that knee away. Hands up to heart. Pressing the palms together nice and strong. You're engaging the upper body. Focusing on our breath. And if you'd like to press your hands above your head, you are welcome. Two more breaths. Bringing the arms down to the sides. And that right arm, or the opposite arm of the lunged leg, is going to come up. And we're going to have a gentle side bend over the tucked in leg. Good. Come out of that nice and gently. Inhale, arms up. Hands to heart, releasing that leg. Inhale, draw the opposite leg up and in. And again, a nice, strong upper body here. Hands to heart, palms are facing each other, pressing against one another. And that knee, again, is really pressing away. You're engaging the glutes to draw it to the back of the room. And you're welcome to press the hands up to the sky here. Lowering those arms. Still actively pressing the knee away. Drawing your opposite hand up and side bending into the leg that's bent and tucked in. And exhale out of that. Come back to standing. One sun salutation. Inhale, swooping the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Forward fold. Inhale, swoop all the way up. Hands to heart. Come into chair pose here. And we're going to crouch all the way down into Malasana. Extending those arms beyond, drawing the chin to the chest, rounding out that lower back. And slowly lowering ourselves down to the ground and into supine pose. Gently and gracefully. We're going to stop here and do a Dandasana. Inhale, reaching all the way forward, reaching for the bottom of the feet. Hinging as well as extending the upper body over those legs, keeping the legs and the feet nice and flexed. Inhale, come out of that. Exhale, we're lowering ourselves down nice and gently onto the mat, grabbing a sip of water in between if needed. We'll finish off nice and gently here on the mat. Lowering down gently. Extending the arms and the legs as long as you can. Arching the lower back. Nice deep breaths into the abdomen. Melting the shoulder blades into the mat. One more breath. And allowing the lower back just to reset. Arms come down along the sides of the body. And we're going to draw the feet in 90 degrees, hip width apart. Drawing the right knee into the chest, giving it a nice gentle hug. You may feel this a little bit in the psoas muscle. Lowering the right leg. Let's hug in the left, drawing the knee into the chest. Note any imbalances you may have. Lowering that left leg, drawing the right knee in again. Extending the left leg along the mat, nice and long. That right knee is still tucked into the chest, and we're going to rotate the right knee across the body, stacked with the left hand on top of it, keeping the shoulder blades on the mat. Looking over that right shoulder, gentle rotation here. next exhale, come back to center. Again, resetting the feet at hip width apart about 90 degrees and drawing the left knee into the chest. Extend the right leg down along the mat. And rotating the left knee over across the body, keeping the shoulder blades on the mat, looking over to the left. Slowly rotating. Gentle pressure of the right hand on the left knee. On the next exhale, come back to center. Allowing both legs to stretch along the mat. You can shift your hips left and right, rolling just to let your legs fall naturally. The palms fall open, facing up to the sky. Taking a moment here to reflect on any intention you may have set for yourselves at the beginning of practice. And with a big smile on our faces, lighting up our hearts, giving thanks for something we may be very thankful for today, something somebody may have done, the presence of someone in our lives, or something somebody said, or that we were able to do for somebody else. Nice deep breath in through the nose, bringing in fresh energy. Exhale, letting out any residual tension. One more. Drawing the knees, both of them into the chest, giving yourselves a nice hug. Trying to wrap those arms all the way around the knees. You can tuck your head into the knees to start. Keeping the knees together, a different stretch of the hip flexors, lowering your upper body down if you'd like. And if you want to rock side to side, that's fine. When you're ready, roll over to your side and press yourselves up nice and gently, keeping the zen that we've created, being aware of those gentle transitions. Thank you all for joining me today. Namaste. Happy Sunday. And I wish you a very enjoyable and calm evening. And a peacefully productive week ahead.